I guess the first question I would have for you, you're here today, both of you here, to testify on behalf of whom today? Who do you represent?
Safety recognized.
The governor's office and the Department of Safety.
Okay, so you're not
Chairman
here on your
Todd.
personal capacity. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So can you show me in statute or the Constitution of the state of Tennessee where you as an administrative representative have the statutory or constitutional authority to come into this committee room in the legislature and oppose, which are your words, a bill that before this legislature?
Safety recognized.
We have the permission from the governor's office to come in and speak for the governor and his administrative agencies.
Chairman Todd.
That wasn't the question. Statutory or constitutional authority. You're a lawyer.
I am a lawyer, but I do not know every single law that is on the books in Tennessee.
Chairman Todd.
And I would assert that you have no constitutional or statutory authority to come into this legislature as an administration representative to oppose bills.
Safety recognized.
I would direct that question to the governor's office and their legal counsel.
Chairman Todd.
They're sitting in front of me. You just said you represent the governor, so I assume you can speak for him.
Safety.
There's nothing I can say in this situation.
I would have to agree. You mentioned, if I might, Mr. Chairman,
Chairman Todd, you're recognized.
you mentioned the difficulties that this is going to present with the different permits that you have. We already have difficulties with permits. People have enhanced carry permits that don't say enhanced. Is that correct?
Safety recognized.
Yes, that is correct, and that was a problem that we brought up back then when the bill was passed as well.
Chairman Todd.
So we already have difficulties with the public understanding what they have in their pocket, what's available to them, where they can carry, what's illegal, what's legal, very complicated code. And this helps to clarify that it's no longer an offense. You have a civil right to keep and bear arms. And it's not just pistols, Colonel. It's arms. As you well know, you took the same oath I did. So we all know what we're talking about here. And it may make people uncomfortable that somebody might see something that is different than what you're wearing, but it's still an arm. And our constitutional rights, our civil rights are that we have the ability and the right to keep and bear arms. And that's what this bill is about. And it's really appalling to me to have you guys come in here and represent the governor of this great state in the legislature opposing legislation. It really is beyond the pale.
Well, I think it's important to note that they're just doing what they're told to do and trying to keep us safe, and safety recognized.
Nothing I can add there. Like you said, we are doing our jobs and here saying our piece and how it would impact our department in the state. So,
Any other questions for safety? And Leader Lamberth, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and Chairman, with all due respect, I was monitoring from the back room. Thank you all for your testimony today. Thank you for keeping us safe in this state. And I have said this in committee before publicly, and I will say it again. These folks are here doing their job. They're doing what they have been asked to come here to do. And they are giving testimony for us to consider in whatever way we choose. And then it's our vote. But if we have a specific issue with the message, we are welcome to take that up with the commissioner, who has 40-plus years of law enforcement experience that these folks are here to represent, or with the governor of the great state of Tennessee. We can absolutely have those questions. I left the governor's office just earlier today, and I can assure you these individuals do speak for him to a certain point. They can't tell us every single thing that he is thinking at any moment, but they have a process. And I just wanted to thank you publicly, both of y'all, for the job you do. We agree, we disagree sometimes, but I respect the job that you do. Thank you.
Thank you. And Chairman Todd, is it for the department or on the bill?
Well, it's related to the conversation and Leader Lamberth's comments, and I certainly respect his comments and understand that. But I did just that. I have discussed this with the governor's office and was assured just yesterday that this department would not come in here and oppose or support a bill. They would strictly say how it affects their department. And that's not what has taken place here. So I have done that, sir, and I appreciate that comment.